Hello guys, we're gonna make a tier list with the best champions on AD carry. So the tier list is gonna be designed on the champions that you can actually play to climb and to improve really fast. So the champions are not gonna help you to improve, not gonna help you to climb, not gonna help you to get better faster. They are gonna help you with everything, basically. Everything. So I'm not gonna say the champions that are good in challenger or master tier, because very little amount of people playing Challenger and Master. So I'm going to make a tier list that is going to be very good if you use it below Diamond 1. And I'm also going to make some specialization for the players that are high elo and want to look at this tier list. I'm also going to say about champions that are very good in Challenger or high elo. So if you're low elo or high elo, it doesn't matter. You're going to learn a lot from this. And the champions that I'm going to tell you and show you right now are very good for winning. Okay, so Ashe. So Ashe is a really fucking good champion. Like Ashe is really underestimated. She's super good. Like Ashe is, for low elo, amazing. For high elo, amazing. Like she has ulti. She's very good from behind. She works with many supports. She's a lane bully. Yes, she has the 18 seconds cooldown on the W, so maybe in lower elos, if you don't know how to use it, it's gonna affect you, but she's a very easy champion, so I think she's super good. Is she S tier? Well, I would honestly put her into A tier, A plus tier probably, because I don't think she's like as good as Tristana, for example. But honestly, I think that for like if you're playing her in probably if you're playing her in like high elo or super high elo, like Diamond 2 plus, I would say she's A tier. But if you play her in Iron to Platinum, I think that she's S tier. So I'm gonna put it in S tier, but my honest opinion is that she's in A+. Aphelios. Okay, so Aphelios as a champion, really, I mean, he's okay champion, honestly, especially for competitive. For solo queue, he's okay. Like a really good Aphelios, like a really good Aphelios can carry. Like if you're main Aphelios, or if you like play only Aphelios and you're like challenger or master tier, he's very good. The problem is if you're not OTP, if you want to play some other things, or you know you just want to try out other stuff, he's not a good champ. If you're the player that kind of wants to play like 10 champs, or you know 5 champs, 3 champs, and you're not the guy that just wants to play one champion and go from there, Aphelios is not your champion. Aphelios is just very good. The better you are on him, you need hundred of games to understand him. If you're Diamond 1 plus, I think Aphelios can work for solo queue, and I would put him in A tier probably, or even S tier depending on how proficient you are on him, but probably A tier, A minus maybe. If you're bronze, silver, gold, or like anything lower than Diamond 4, I would say he's very like he's C plus tier, like between B and C. I would put him into C, but yeah, so the higher the skill you have, the better Aphelios is. I wouldn't really recommend him for lower elos though. Caitlyn, oh my god, what do you guys think? So Caitlyn is so annoying. Like she's a huge laney, like super good laney phase. You always get stomped by Caitlyn if you play by a Caitlyn that, like if you play against a Caitlyn that has hands, if you play against a Caitlyn that really knows what she's doing, if you play against Caitlyn that has good fundamentals and she has good spacing, I would say that she's really good. Like Diamond 1 plus Caitlyn is definitely S tier in my opinion. Like Diamond 1 plus, I think S tier is Caitlyn is really good. But then if you're playing in Platinum minus, Bronze, Silver, Gold, or like low plat or high plat, she's probably not as good because you need very good fundamentals and you need very good spacing. So I would say that she's probably around A tier, A plus tier, like below Platinum. I think Ashe is better. She's definitely better than Aphelios, but yes, definitely she's a good champion. So if you can put in the time to learn the mechanics of her, and maybe you can have a champion pool with this champion, which is a lane bully, and you can also have one more champion that is like an engaged lane bully, like Tristana, so you can learn both ways of playing the game. One with Caitlyn when it's like a long range poke, play slow, and two playing Tristana and you know, just like jumping in and understanding the game from there. That's how I would put it. I wouldn't really play only Caitlyn, honestly. I wouldn't play only Caitlyn. If you want to improve, I would play Caitlyn, and I would also pair it up with a champion that is more aggressive with the with the engage. It's kind of like you play Yuumi, and if you want to play only Yuumi, that's gonna hurt your gameplay because you're not gonna learn shit. So you should have a champion pool that has Yuumi and one more champion that is gonna allow you to learn the game, like Yuumi, Nautilus, you know, an engage that can do stuff. This is the same thing with Caitlyn. If you play Caitlyn and with another champion like Tristana or Lucian, I think she's always okay. Draven, this is very nice champion. So same thing for super high elo, he's really fucking good. I would say that he's S plus maybe for super fucking high elo. Like S plus, like Diamond 1 master tier, like he's really fucking good. Like if you have really good mechanics, if you have a lot of games, it's kind of like Aphelios. Like you need to play only Draven in order for you to be a good Draven. So you gotta make sure you're really good on him if you play him. You can't just play Draven because, you know, oh, Draven is good in this situation, I'm gonna pick Draven. No, it's not good. You should, if you have like 5 champion pool, 6 champions in the pool, don't put Draven because you're probably not gonna have time to invest into the Draven to be able to play him. So I would say that super high elo, he's S plus tier, but then he scales with the skill of the player. So if you play it in gold, I would say that he's maybe like B tier or maybe B plus tier. He's still a very good champion, but I would say that lower elo players are not very proficient and advanced with their mechanics, so they can't really display a set amount of skills that is necessary to play this champion. Okay, Ezreal. So Ezreal is, I mean, a champion that, you know, you can't stomp a lane, you can't win the lane that hard, but you can't get stomped, you can't lose the lane that hard. For lower elos, it's really fun. High elo is really fun. I would say for high elo, like Diamond 1 Plus, I would say that he's okay, but not really. Like, I wouldn't really put SS tier. Like, actually, for high elo is good because you guys know that Koreans right now, they play with the Essence Reaver Crack as their build, and it's a really good champ. I would put it A+. I would put it A+. I would just put it in S because I think that in super high elo, he's a very good champion. I would just put it in S, you know. If you're bronze, silver, gold, platinum, I wouldn't really play Ezreal. Only in like platinum 2+, I would start playing Ezreal because he's a very hard champion. You need a lot of really good mechanics if you want to win. If you just want to have fun, you can play him anywhere. So I would put him in A+ or S tier if it's Diamond 1+. If it's bronze or like lower elos, I would probably put him like B tier or maybe B+ tier or something like this. Jhin is okay champion for lower elos. For high elo, he's really bad into tanks and you're gonna have a lot of problems if you're getting camped, and again, if they have frontliners. But for lower elos, I think that he's very good. So below Diamond 1, he is okay. He's actually very good champion. I would put him A tier below Diamond 1. And then if you're playing super high elo, I would say he's A- or B, like kind of between like those two, you know. But I would put it here because this is again, this is good for lower elos players. Okay, I guess I can also put Ezreal here because we're making this tier list specifically for like lower elo players, and I'm also giving specification about how the champion is doing in high elo. It's gonna be Jinx. Jinx is extremely good, I think. Maybe not S tier though. I think A. Like Jinx is A. Like low elo and high elo too. Like high elo, there are only specific drafts that you can pick Jinx. Otherwise, I think Twitch is just better if you want to play, or even Kog'Maw. I guess it just depends on the draft. Like Jinx is definitely like a champion that. Jinx is definitely a champion that can be very good if the draft allows you to play Jinx. You know. I think she's fine. She's fine. For lower elos, she's also fine. Is she better than Ezreal? Well, depends on the comp. Is she better than Caitlyn? Well, in high elo, probably not. I would say Caitlyn is A+, and then Jinx is A. In high elo, in low elo, it's the same. I think Jinx is the same, as good as Caitlyn, honestly. Okay, Kaisa. Okay, let's see. So the Kaisa is definitely a champion that is better in this meta than it used to be, because if you're thinking about it, 4 months ago, the champion, he wasn't really that good. You couldn't really pick it without an engage, but right now you can actually pick Kaisa as long as you have engage, not on support but on some like jungle or top lane. So I think she's actually a pretty good champion, and I think that for higher elos she can be A+. I think for higher elos she can be A+ for sure. Maybe not S tier, but A+ for sure. For lower elos, I would say that she's A-. So yeah, I would say she's good, but she's not better than those two champions. Okay, Seraphine. Ooh, okay, so Seraphine, I mean, for AD carries, like super high elo, I think that she's A tier. She's okay, she's playable if the draft allows. For lower elo players, I would say that she's probably B tier. I wouldn't really recommend people to play her. Just one clarification, guys, don't look at what I'm putting here, the champions, because some champions I'm rating them on high elo and I'm putting them on the high elo, and some champions I'm rating them based on the like low elo skills. So just try to focus on what I say more than just what you see on the screen. So yeah, low elo, B tier, high elo, probably like A tier. Okay, Kalista. Okay, well, Kalista is very good in super high elo. I think she's definitely A plus in high elo. She's pick or ban still in Korea, I think. So A plus for sure, maybe not S tier. It just depends on who is playing her, but she's definitely a good champion for high elo. For lower elo, she's probably C. I don't think you should ever play her in low elo unless you really enjoy her, and she also requires your support to have hands and just play aggressive. So I'd say that I would put her C tier, but for high elo, she's very, very good if the draft allows her to be in. Okay, Kog'Maw. Nice champion. I think that he's as good as Jinx in low elo. Definitely can carry with Kog'Maw. He's very fun as well. I don't know why people don't play him. He's just absolutely amazing champion. Very, very fun. You can learn the game if you play Kog'Maw. You can learn kiting if you play Kog'Maw. I actually coached someone playing Kog'Maw and he was very, very smart and very good. And I think I'm gonna get him from like gold to platinum very easy. So I think Kog'Maw is both good for high elo and low elo. For high elo, you need a particular draft for him to for you to make him work. For lower elos, he's fine. He's still fine. So I would say A tier for both low elo and high elo. Okay, MF. So I think MF is definitely weaker than she used to be. So for high elo, I would say that she's B tier because there are many champions that are better than her. But for high elo, like she's definitely weak. But for low elo, I would say that she's still a champion that you want to pick if you want to learn the game. So if you're like gold or if you're like silver, bronze, maybe even in platinum. But in platinum, only in low platinum, I would play her. So I would say that if you're more than diamond 1, never pick MF. Honestly, if you're if you're less than gold 4, she's very good. And if you're between platinum 2 and gold 3, she's okay. So I would say that I would rate her just for like, I would put her B tier because again, she's not that good. But again, as I said, this is my opinion on this champion because she definitely allows you to learn the game pretty fast. Okay, Lucian, he is a very good champion with Nami. I would say it's like S plus tier for sure. Without Nami, probably A tier. Or maybe A plus tier, but A tier probably. So I would say that if you don't have Nami in your main Lucian, you can still play him. You need to learn his mechanics. If you're lower elo, Lucian is okay as a champion. He's not better than Ashe, Jhin. Probably not, but he's at the same right here. He's at the same angle with those champions. A tier. I'm just gonna put it S, but it's not him. It's him and Nami. Okay, Sivir. Sivir, really, really useless champion. Low elo, she's bad. High elo, she's bad. I don't know, maybe for competitive if you play her, but she's just really, really weak. I would say that she's definitely C tier. She's super, super weak. Sivir, bad laning phase, hard to play. The champions that are in the meta like Ashe, Caitlyn, Lux, Lucian, Nami, they all stomp her very hard. I think you should not play Sivir at the moment. If you really love her and you're high elo, I don't know, just make sure you have a second champ so you don't pick Sivir if she's really, really bad in the draft. If you're main Sivir and you're low elo, I don't know, I think you should just choose another champion or just have a second option and just don't pick Sivir against long range because you're gonna be really screwed. Okay, Senna, playable champion, fine for high elo if the draft allows, but definitely not more than B plus tier. For low elo, she's C. For high elo, she's B plus, depending on the draft. I don't think she's gonna be more than that. Samira, very good champion. If you have an engaged champion, she's S plus. If you don't have an engaged champion, she's A tier. If you're really, really good on Samira and you're Diamond 1 plus and you have an engaged, I mean, she can also be S plus maybe, but I would say that she's A plus. Like in low elo, like if you're more than Diamond 1, I think she's S. If you're less than Diamond 4, I think she's like maybe A or maybe like A minus. For lower elos, I wouldn't really recommend. If you're bronze, silver, gold, I wouldn't recommend you playing Samira. If you're already platinum, you can try to play Samira if you have engage. But yeah, she's definitely not a bad champion. Again, she's a very good champion for high elo, but I'm putting her in A tier just because people don't have the amount of skills that is needed to play her, and they don't know how the game works in lower elos. most of the cases. So I think that it's just better to keep her A tier. Okay, Tristana, really fucking good champion for high elo, very fucking good champion for low elo. I think that Tristana is by far one of the best champions that you can learn the game with in low elo. Whether you are platinum, silver, bronze, iron, Tristana is fucking amazing champion. In super high elo, if you play if you play master plus or grandmaster, she's probably not S plus. I would say that she's S. And in some drafts she is not pickable, like if you play against Caitlyn, Lux and you don't have an engaged support, or just the draft, like the 2v2 matchup doesn't allow you to get prio back, or doesn't allow you to all in, or they have too much range on bot lane, and you also have a weak jungle. Like there are specific cases inside of the draft where in high elo it doesn't work to pick her, but I think that most of the cases, most of the players can just pick Tristana and climb so much. Twitch, really good champion too. I think for high elo, Diamond 1 plus, he's definitely S tier. Diamond because, I mean, he has a lot of damage, and also after the first base, when he has his berserkers, he is useful in the lane, and obviously late game he's a monster. Maybe in lower elo he's not that good, so in lower elo I would put him A tier, in higher elo I would put him S tier. So yeah, because in lower elo you're gonna get camped, you're not gonna maybe you're not gonna, people are not gonna play around you, maybe you also don't have the best mechanics to perform on him and to dodge everything with Twitch. So I think he's just okay for lower elos, but amazing for high elo. Varus, okay, interesting. So Varus is a really good champion. You can go lethality, you can go crit, you can go, well, crit not really, but you can go on hit. So I think Varus is very nice champion. He is very, very good for higher elo, especially blind pick. But he definitely has weaknesses in... actually, I think he's very, very good champion, honestly. No bad matchups, very versatile playstyle. He can go for a lot of builds, good with every single support, decent at 2v2, fine at skirmishes, good for setup, very nice from behind. I would just put him in S plus tier. I also think that he's very, very good in low elo. So I think Varus is, if you learn maybe low elo he's still A tier plus, because people are not gonna know his, like, how to use his ultimate. But I think that if you wanna learn a champion and you're comparing Varus with like Aphelios, Draven, or like those champions are very hard to learn, even if you put a lot of time in them. But Varus, if you like him and you can put in the time, you can climb really fast to this champion. So I think he's a very worth champion to play for low elo, for high elo. He's just good. I think for high elo, maybe he's S tier, for low elo, S plus tier. This is my opinion. Okay, Vayne, really shit champion. I think that lower elos should not play her too much because she's just weak. In high elos, she's horrible if the draft doesn't allow her to be picked. Like if you don't, unless you pick Vayne in the perfect situation, I think it's just really useless champion in high elo. You're gonna get pushed in, get dove. It's gonna be very painful to play. For lower elos, she can be B plus if you're very, very good on Vayne, or just B if you're like average player on Vayne. So I wouldn't say she's the best player. This is the best champion in the game now, for sure. Okay, Xayah, we already talked a little bit about the Xayah. She just got a little bit of a buff now. I think she's a good champion. After Diamond 1, she's very, very good, especially if the team comes into her, she's definitely S or S plus here. Kind of, I would put it in the middle, you know. But if the team doesn't come into her, I would put it into maybe A plus or S, but definitely really high. For lower elos, I would put her in A minus because she's not that good for players that are not very, very good at using her root and like hitting the combos and everything. So A minus if you're silver, gold, platinum, and you don't have a lot of games on Xayah. But if you have a lot of games on Xayah and you're Diamond 1 plus, she can be very, very, very good champion. Okay, Zeri, the higher elo you go, the better she is. In Challenger, she's fucking broken. In Bronze, she's really useless. So I think that if you're Diamond 1 plus, you should pick Zeri a lot. She's really, really broken even after... I feel like she's more balanced now after they nerfed her, but she's still very, very good. And I think that in lower elos, she is just playable. I would put her B in lower elos, maybe B plus. I don't know, maybe like here in the like between A and B. But yes, I would say that the champions that are above are just better. Well, I put Samara here for lower elos, which is not very good if you like bronze and you play Samara, or gold or silver. So I guess I'm gonna put Zeri 2 here, because if you compare it with Samira and like a new player wants to learn AD carry in gold, I would say Samira is not the best pick in the world. I would say she's compatible with the Zeri when it comes to learning the game on them. Obviously, you'd probably want to play Caitlyn or the champions that are above here, or even here if you want to learn the game. But she's okay. I guess she's A minus for like lower elos. Okay, Swain. I mean, Swain, Karthus, and just AP champions like Ziggs. I'm just gonna put them like Swain is here, Karthus. I mean, Swain high elo, he's okay in some compositions, but I would say he's B or C. Karthus, he can be S tier in high elo. If you play solo queue above Diamond 1, I think he can be A plus or even S, maybe even S, I don't know. He's a very good champion high elo. In low elo, just don't pick Karthus on bot lane. I would say he's B. You're not gonna learn the game if you play Karthus bot lane. That's the thing. Yasuo, same thing. If you play only Yasuo, he's gonna be a good champion. If you don't play only Yasuo, I think it's just I don't know. It's just if you play only Yasuo, you can play him on like 3 roles. If you're not only playing Yasuo and you also have other champions that you're playing, I wouldn't suggest you to play Yasuo bot lane. So I'd say he's C or D. So yeah, Ziggs is probably the best from those three. So if I put Seraphine in B, I would also put Ziggs in B, or even maybe even A. I think in my opinion, Ziggs is one of the best AP carries that you can play on bot lane. So this is basically the tier list. So besides AD carry tier list, low plus high elo. So it's a bit combined, pretty much. So this is basically the tier list, guys. Please let me know what you think about this kind of video, and let me know if you want me to make more videos like this. Again, this is just my opinion, and this is basically based on what what I've got and all of the information that I've got from all of the coaching sessions that I've done. So I've coached thousands of people, and I have some knowledge about how the champions works, what champion you should play to learn the game from, not just something that has a good win rate and something that is going to make you win. No, but something that is going to actually allow you to learn the game. These are the champions. So the champions are rated based on how easy they are in terms of how much they're going to allow you to learn the game, how good they are in the meta, and also how realistic is it for you to learn them. So this is basically the tier list. Let me know what you think about it, and hope you like the video, and see you next time.